Hello everybody. This probably has the world's worst audio you've ever heard in a makeup tutorial. But I'm in my bathroom in a place where I literally never do my makeup. And I'm gonna try to do a fucking makeup tutorial. And you know what? It's probably not gonna work. So, whatever, we're gonna roll with it. So I've already washed and moisturized my face with this shit. I don't know, my mom buys it in like the health food aisle at like freaking Superstore. And it's really great. And now I'm gonna go in with some nice Too Faced primer. And you know, it's like practically empty, so I gotta squeeze this shit out and then it's gonna, ooh, okay. That's probably way too much primer. But we're just gonna roll with it, okay? So I really enjoy silicone-based primers, you know, because why not? It really helps my skin even out because I have gigantic pores, like giant, and you know, yeah. Next, I have really awful dark circles. Like, I don't know if you can see it because the lighting in here is fucking awful. But like all around here, oh, by the way, sorry, I popped off 3 acrylic nails. Don't mark me for that. So I go in with this Maybelline Age Rewind stuff. And you know, I always watch these tutorials and everyone's like, oh my god, I fucking love that. No, like, I only use it underneath foundation only, just so that way I can get rid of my dark circles and like that fucking pimple and like all that shit, because I don't own color correctors or anything. Like, I just go in with this fucking concealer and I'm 18 years old and I'm using Age Rewind. That's fucking sad. And you know, this probably isn't like, you probably shouldn't do that, but I do it anyways. And then I take this beauty blender that I literally cut up because the bottom of it got like crusty. And I don't know if that's like a legit thing that normally happens with beauty blenders, but mine did. So I cut it the fuck off. And now I just use it like this, or sometimes like I'll use this side. And you know, it's just kind of like a flat surface that you can use, you know, yeah. And then for foundation, I go in with the Infallible Pro Matte. Hell yeah! And I use 2 different colors, 101 and 102, because I was 101 in the winter, and now I have to go tanning like 4 times a week because I'm going to Florida, and you know, it's a mess. And I put it into the lid of a candle. It came with a candle. I've never lit the candle because it smells like fucking watermelon. You know what? That's my shit. So I just take that and, you know, I put way too much of it onto this, which is already covered in foundation. And then I take this sponge, which I think is from the brand Eco Tools. Who knows? And I take it and I try to mix the foundation together, but it never really does that. And then I just start slapping my fucking face. And you're gonna get fucking everywhere. I'm telling you, this shit goes everywhere. And you know what? I have 20 minutes of recording time on this camera, and I'm probably gonna have to stop like halfway through this, or at least like speed this shit up. And then I gotta tuck away the fucking sideburns that I grow, even though I'm a fucking 18-year-old girl. I even do my eyes. I don't know why I do my eyes. Don't ask me the shit I do with makeup. But I like straighten my hair too, and it's already going fucking curly. You gotta get the fucking neck. Yes. I love the sound that beauty blenders make. It's just like, can you hear that? It makes me happy. I just had a fucking compact. We're just gonna take the mirror from this. I think I added too much of the 102 foundation. We're gonna roll with it. I'm gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape that I went all the way down to America to find because they don't sell it in Canada and I didn't feel like paying for shipping. I saw on YouTube that you're supposed to make like a V with your concealer. I probably go way too far down as it is. And then I take some on my nose because I have a giant ass nose. And I see people do this. So I do that too. And I also do a little bit here and a little bit here because why not? So off camera I used my Cut Up Beauty blender and blended in my concealer. Yeah, concealer. I'm a fucking dumbass. And then I used this expensive ass Laura Mercier translucent powder to set my face because I really hate set powders, like pressed powders, sorry, because I just find that they don't actually set my face. And sometimes like I'll actually bake my face and I use the same sponge to bake it, but that's too much work. I'm going to be using this contour palette, if you can see it, and I'm going to be taking this color, that one, because it's the lightest and I have very light skin. So we're going to be taking this Morphe B78 brush. I don't know what it is. I think I got it in a set that I bought. And we're going to try contouring because I'm not skinny and I have very little cheekbone. So now we're going to take some on the other cheek. Oh hell yeah, that looks so much better. Before I would just use bronzer, but since I'm so pale, you know, do the jaw because I have no jawline. I think we'll take this shade here because that's more of like a bronzy shade and bronze up my forehead a little bit because it's quite large. I don't know, I'll ask my friends like, hey, do I have a fucking 5 head? And they're like, no. Yeah, I do. I've contoured my nose once and it didn't really look good. So we're gonna take that same shade that I used on my cheeks and we're gonna try carving out this nose, which, you know, probably isn't gonna work, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. Like, we gotta try new things. I don't mind that. That's not that bad. I don't normally use blush, but my mom has like this random one from MAC out. It's called Melba. I think Melba. That just reminds me of fucking Melba toast. Like, the fibers just fly off. Like, this is probably my least favorite Morphe brush. And I tap off almost all of it because I don't want to look like I just went for a mile-long run. I'll do highlight right away. I kind of save that for the end because that's like my favorite part. So next we're gonna start on the eyes, and like I own eyeshadow primer, but like I'm too lazy to fucking do that. So I literally take the concealer, the Age-1 concealer again, and I just kind of brush it all over my eyes. Where's that brush? This one that I got in the Naked 2 palette, and I use the fluffier side, and I take the chocolate bar palette. You all know what the chocolate bar palette is. And I take this color right here, called white chocolate, and I just take that. And I brush it all over the eyes to kind of set the concealer. Saying like, this palette smells so fucking good. And then not only do I do that, I also take, I also take the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I brush that all over my lid as well, just to kind of give me like a good surface to work with. I think I'm gonna go for a more neutral eye today. Y'all saw me. I use foundation all over my face and even my eyes, and then my eyelashes get coated in foundation and then it just looks like little spikes, and I'm not here for that. So I'm probably gonna be using a mix of the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, Naked 2, and this Morphe 35B, because I'm gonna go for more of a cool toned look, because that's, I grabbed the wrong palette and I grabbed the fucking colorful ass palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chocolate bar palette and I'm going to use the shade Salted Caramel. This is another Morphe brush. I only have Morphe and e.l.f. brushes and one MAC brush because I stole it from my mom. And I'm gonna use the Salted Caramel color as a transition color. And just so you know, I'm complete shit at blending. Like, that's not something I'm good at. I'm going to hop into the Morphe palette, and I'm going to take this brown right here, this brown, the second one, and I'm going to take that on the same brush and just kind of intensify. And so now that's awfully blended. This eye right here, I'm telling you, it's impossible for me to blend this eye perfectly. I'm going to go into the Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to take the color Verve? No, it's called Tease. I'm just going to use that to kind of tone everything down a little bit while adding like a bit of a purple hue. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm like positive that you guys can barely see me right now. But you know what, that's okay. I take the color Strawberry Bonbon, the pink one, the one like matte pink one. And so I don't find that the shadow is very like pigmented, but I like it because what it does is it's just kind of like a very, it's almost like a white, but just with like a tiny, tiny bit of pink. And it really helps to like make your lids pop, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna take the Pastel Goth palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fluffy brush, which I'm going to dip into Skull, and I think that's called Meow. Yeah, it's called Meow. And I just take like, let's see if I can do this. I just go like one. I just go over my lid again, because that just kind of brings like a bit of a purpley color to the lid. I bought the original Morphe brush because this is like my favorite brush that I have. And we're just gonna blend a little bit because I got some white into the brown. And okay, so my camera literally died in the middle of my tutorial, and I didn't realize it until after I had done a whole bunch of shit, so I didn't want to charge my battery. So what I did was, after I put in that dark brown crease color, I went into the Chocolate Bar palette, which, where is it? It's over here. And I went into Candied Violet, and I put that into the crease as well, and I also took it onto the lower lash line. And then on top of where I put the Strawberry Bonbon and the other Pastel Goth colors, I put a tiny bit of Marzipan, which is, you can't see it, but it's like that one. Just to kind of give it some dimension. And then right onto the center of the lid, I tapped on a bit of Champagne Trouble. And then I actually put on false lashes for like the very first time, and I'm kind of living. I also put on Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I did my eyebrows using the colors Milk Chocolate and Semi Sweet in the Chocolate Bar palette. And then my highlight, I used Champagne Truffle again from this, and Pearl by Becca. And on my lips, I use Sagittarius by Jeffree Star.